Cumtown, episode 2. Preemptive woos.
Arriba.
You're fucking up the intro. This is the second episode of the most highly demanded podcast in the history of podcasting.
That's right, bitch.
First episode, we had 85 million downloads. Can you believe
crazy.
that, guys?
Those are Vivo. Those are Justin Bieber Vivo numbers.
Yeah, we had 85 million downloads, 30 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Nice, man.
It's been translated into 4 languages. Japanese, German, North Korean, South Korean.
How do you translate a podcast? Is it like you hear the English faintly and then you hear like a dominant Japanese voiceover? Like they do on NPR when they're like interviewing.
They have like a Russian guy. And then it's always someone with a British accent. It's always a British person.
No matter what it is,
Yeah, the English know how to speak every language.
Yeah. Fucking smarter than us.
You know what's weird? I was thinking about this. So the British don't use bidets, right? They use toilet paper, which we don't. We use toilet paper, but we're separated by like a continent. So I feel like it's okay that we use toilet paper, which is like it's the least hygienic method of wiping your ass. I mean, actually,
what are the other two? Just the
bidet or hand.
Hand?
Yeah, hand.
Come on.
Well, that's what Muslims do. It's actually part of the religion. They have to. I'm serious.
Shut up.
It's true.
It's true. That sounds. Yeah,
it's part of their religion.
It's part of their religion.
So you're telling me every Muslim I've meet, like, fingers
well, if
his
they're
asshole?
observing that part, it's like
they don't
you
do
keep
it
kosher.
to finger the asshole. They do it.
Yeah, but if I would imagine some fingering is. I mean, how else would you clean it?
There's a hadith in the Quran that says
hadith.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a custom.
Come on, dude. Don't you know about hadiths?
No, I don't know about fucking hadiths. Why do you know about
It's
them?
the 10 hadith commandments, man. Number 2.
Isn't that a Biggie song?
Never use your fucking anything but your hand.
You know the guy that wrote the Quran was also the guy that wrote Hamilton.
Yeah, Brandon's friends with him.
Hamilton?
With the guy that wrote the Quran.
You know what I was doing last night
Manuel.
that I thought that I think was funny, but I was all alone, so it might not be funny. But I was going like this. I was going, Hamilton the musical, real hip hop, real hip hop.
That's not bad. Bro, blacka.
Hamilton the musical, real hip hop. Yeah. That was fun.
Wouldn't it be fun to go see Hamilton the way we watched the Yankees game this
That
weekend?
would be great. Speaking of which,
Yes.
me and Stav are back, and we're
Woo-hoo!
joined by another official cumboy.
Another official. OG Cumboy.
What's your Twitter handle?
It's 743 followers right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
You're about to get the bump, bitch.
Yeah.
Adam Friedland, just my name, one word.
Mine's Stav Comedy, by the way, guys.
Was there
I ever said
already
that.
a Stav Halkias?
I don't like to go Stav Halkias. I don't know why.
You like branding? You like everybody?
Did you hang out with
comedian?
black comedians when you started?
Did I hang out with black comedians when I started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So that
probably
makes
why.
sense. Yeah, comedian Stav.
Comedian.
Comedian
Oh, yeah.
Stav.
First name Stav, last name
right.
comedian.
Comedian Duh is my middle name. Comedian Duh.
Before Mark Maron
Stavros.
blocked me, I told him that you remember Dark Mark.
Yeah.
I tweeted at Maron and I said there's a guy going by Dark Mark Maron. I said Dark Maron going on stage doing all this. There's a black guy who goes by Dark Maron and stealing all your stuff, dude. And he's doing it on stage.
Dude, the idea of
He's
Dark
like, fuck
Mark-
you, troll. Fuck you, troll. Asshole. Asshole troll. Pow.
You and Marin, when Gandolfini died, was one of the funniest fucking things.
That's the troll.
I wish you could get blocked by Mark Maron multiple times. I wish there was a way to.
Start
Twitter
an account.
we should petition Twitter to give you an option that Mark Maron it only affects Mark's account, but he's only allowed to block people for 36 hours. And after that the ban expires and you're allowed to fuck with Mark again. It comes right back around. Him and Kilstein. That's actually my biggest triumph. Anyone that follows me automatically blocked by Jamie Kilstein.
Really?
Yeah.
Just anyone?
Anyone.
He has it set up?
Yeah, he has it set up that way.
That's awesome. How'd you swing that?
I don't know. I guess they have like programs that you can use.
But what did you do to get Kilstein to block you?
Oh, he was having like a conversation with somebody. I think it was Lindy West. But I found a
nice.
conversation he was
Nice.
having where
That's a nice back and forth.
Nice.
where he was like, like 9-10 replies deep in a conversation with her, so that it was like kind of convoluted, but it was a friendly conversation, and I just quoted one of his tweets, or I like replied to one of his, like I edited one of the tweets in this long thread.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, wouldn't expect rape jokes from Jamie Kilstein. So like to even check that I was lying, you would have to read through this conversation. And like Jamie saw that and thought maybe I was somebody that like, you know, took it out of context or like just didn't understand. I mean, there was no rape joke.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
even
yeah.
looked like a rape joke. But he was like, what are you talking about? There's no rape joke. What are you know, 'cause
No, please.
that's his biggest fear.
Right.
Yes.
He's more afraid of doing a rape joke than being raped.
Of being problematic.
Jamie Kilstein,
Bruh.
real hip hop,
Blaka, blaka, blaka.
real hip hop.
Yo, this is a message for the bumbaclots out at the NRA. If you're an NRA bumbaclot, I got a kale sandwich for you, pal. A knuckle kale sandwich. A gluten-free knuckle sandwich.
That's not funny, dude. My dad had a bumba clot.
Oh no, was it benign?
He needed it removed. He needed his bumba clot removed because it was clogging up his bumba.
I actually had. Remember when I thought I had testicular cancer?
Yeah.
That turned out to be
A bumba
It was a
clot.
bumba clot, dude.
Oh my god.
Is that in the I wrote an article actually in the New England Journal of Medicine about bumba clots.
That's what happens if you get too many jerk chicken wings from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Your ass just stops working.
Yeah.
Stops working.
My ass is bumba clogged.
I got a bumba clot.
Well, bumba just means blood. That's how they say blood, right? It doesn't
No,
mean.
a bumba clot is a gay man. It's a gay slur.
I thought it just was,
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that. But
Yeah,
isn't like
Oh
literally.
no, Bati boy is a gay
Bati
slur.
boy.
Here's the thing: everything Jamaicans say is a gay slur.
That's true.
Every sentence that they speak is some kind of homophobic thing.
Yeah, they really.
They
Yeah, I
really
guess.
don't like queers over there in Jamaica.
No, they really hate them.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen daggering? Do you know what daggering
Yes,
is?
hell
Their
yes.
form of dancing where they like jump dick first off a table and like smash their dick.
Yeah.
It's like WWE,
It totally is.
but it's dancing.
You would think it would be like Gold Dust's finishing move.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
just leading
No,
straight.
have you seen it, Adam? Do you know about this?
What is this again? Gangnam Style?
Yeah, Gangnam
this is-
Style.
yeah.
Daggering.
Daggering. They call it daggering. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like a dance
I haven't
hall.
seen it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just like very aggressive dry humping is like the dance form. But then they're doing shit like jumping off balconies, like crotch first. And then they just slam their dick into a woman's face, and she'll like collapse onto the ground.
So good.
That is
pretty
how
cool.
That is how Bob Marley died. Actually.
Yeah. The doctors told him you gotta stop.
Stop
You
that.
gotta
You gotta
stop
stop
daggering.
daggering.
No dagger, no
You're gonna get a bumble
cry.
clot.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah, no, my ball cancer turned. Well, my not ball cancer.
Was a bumble clot?
Yeah, it was a I don't know, some kind of cyst or whatever. I had to go to a Chinese urologist, Dr. Louis, who had 1 star on Yelp.
Why you did it on purpose?
No,
You
man.
did it on purpose.
No, it's because
That's
I
such
had
a
to get-
bulldog.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
no. I was automatically assigned the primary care physician in Chinatown, and then so like
In
any kind of
China.
referral I get is going to be from.
Yeah.
No, you
like,
can change that shit. You
I
can
could,
change-
yeah. Well, I got to re-up now. I got to go see a specialist.
Gotta get some
again.
Medicaid?
Yeah. I got to my year.
Yeah, I have just a fucking pain in like right by my like under my hip, between my hip and dick.
What's that all about?
I don't.
That's
You my
probably
doctor now?
testicular cancer.
You think so?
I mean, I didn't have a pain. I had a lump, and I had to go check it out. It's gone now. It just went away on its own.
Yeah.
Did he jerk it off?
No,
he,
well, it
he
was
sucked
funny.
it out.
He jerked it out.
Well, yeah. What's funny is,
Bing! Just something shoots out of your dick after he jerks you off.
yeah. No, I mean, they play with your balls and dick. I mean, it's not like you be like, would you jerk you off? It's like,
Fag.
kind of, yeah.
You got rectal?
Yeah, it's a
You
urology.
got rectal before?
Yeah, he did. He did that. And you know what the worst part about
I had
a proctology exam is you think it's the finger in your ass. It's not. The worst part is when you're walking home and they didn't
Yes.
clean all the lube out,
That's
and
right.
you're leaking fluid out of your ass into your pants. And anytime you sit
Absolutely.
down, you can feel it. And that's like the morning after scene in American History X when they're all laughing at him in the cafeteria. That's how I felt, in Starbucks after I got a finger in my ass by the Chinese guy. And by the way, he had this bucket full of Magnum condoms in his office.
What?
Yeah, and it's like,
Nope.
What are you?
You're gonna say something.
I'm gonna say something racist.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
you know
hear
where
it.
I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
It does. We've got plenty of racist stuff to cover. So
That's
true.
We're not worried about time on this one. I don't think.
When I had
You
it
think-
done, I'd never been penetrated rectally, and it was an old man,
Nice.
and he was like, "I'm gonna have to give you a rectal exam," and then when they press the prostate, it feels like you need to pee really bad.
Yeah.
But
I didn't feel that. I didn't feel anything except what the fuck. That was the only
That
experience
means
I
you're
had.
gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that
means
means
you're
you're
gay.
What I meant to say was that it felt good.
Fag,
which
trick.
one- which
If it
one-
feels
that one,
good,
that's
then you're
gay
straight.
too.
Yeah, I was lying. Whichever one you guys felt, that's my answer.
No,
just-
I made a noise. I was just like, I did a
Really?
yeah, and he's like, that's normal.
I was like, huh? When he did it. I was like, yeah, fuck my
I picked my
pussy.
pants up off the floor
ass.
and I came into my pants.
Fuck my ass.
I had my pants off, but I found my pants to come in them. And
Nice,
then I
man.
put them back on the floor.
really
Is it-
quickly.
Yeah, that's what I do with girls too. You
Yeah.
guys ever do that? You have sex and you pull out and then you go get your pants from the other side of the room and you come in them.
Definitely. In the pocket, in the right pocket.
Yeah.
So I just
I
get my
can't-
fucking wallet
Yeah, yeah.
completely.
I
Well, I
Yeah.
went to college in England and that's what they do there. So.
I couldn't come like on a person until very recently. in
What?
life. Yeah.
What do you mean? What would you
Because
do?
When I got jerked off for the first time, I was like, in this girl's car
I love it.
in the middle of the desert outside of Las Vegas, where I'm from,
Very
and
nice.
like I'd never gotten a hand job before, and it lasted like it was like an hour 45-minute hand job.
Jesus.
So when you
Christ.
did you have to like
It was like
bury
half
her?
a Scorsese movie.
Did you have to, you have to like come on her in a hole in the middle of the desert.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't actually a Scorsese movie.
How
It was
much
just-
shit
We were outside Las Vegas. What?
was it in her car?
I'm from Las Vegas for the listener.
Well, you said it.
There's
already,
no one
dude.
listening.
Yeah.
All right. So
We got any Las Vegas fans out there? We got any
The Strip,
Flintstones
baby.
2 Viva
Vegas.
Rock Vegas fans out there?
Oh my God, Rosie O'Donnell being Betty is the most criminal thing of all time. Betty's supposed to be like this hot. Everyone wants to fuck her.
Was
Are
that
you
is that the
serious?
sequel? Are you dropping IMDb details about Viva Rock Vegas?
I don't know about Viva Rock Vegas, but the first whichever Flintstones, it was like
Yeah.
it was Rosie O'Donnell and who the fuck else was in that?
Wasn't it John Goodman?
John
as-
Goodman and was it?
as
wait, those
Rick
are like two
Moranis?
of the hottest actors in Hollywood.
Yeah, but she was fucking Betty. Rosie O'Donnell was Betty, and Betty's supposed to be like the fucking
Who is that? The neighbor's wife?
the blue, yeah, and the blue
yeah,
dress.
it's Wilma. Is the
Oh.
who played Wilma?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that shit in theaters.
Me too, bitch.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm in this girl's car in the desert,
Yeah, and you getting
and
jerked
it's
off.
taking forever. It was excruciating.
What kind
At
of car?
first, she'd never like. She like looked at it and she's like, "I'm not gonna suck it." I was like, "All right, fine, but you can if you want." But
How old were you?
I was like 15.
Nice,
you know,
bro.
nice, right? And she at first like grabbed it like this and just
overhand
started,
grip.
Oh, this is for that. She did it overhand and just started pulling it like she was
From the
starting
base?
like a lawnmower or something. She was
Nice.
just like yanking it, and I was like, "Please, no!" And then, but like the point is, I had to finish so I could say I got a hand job.
Of
It's like
course,
so
yeah.
pathetic.
You don't have to tell me, man.
All right, but so then it was like going so long, and then finally I felt like I was gonna come, and I don't know if it was the pressure of her, how like her grip or whatever, but I just came like in my face. I came in my own face.
I came in my
We
own
talked
face.
about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
before.
yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the first time a girl ever touched my penis, I came in my own face, and so then I was like, girls have been like, "Do you want to come in my face?" And I'm like, "No, that's not nice." It's
No,
not
it's
nice.
bad?
It's
I
not
guess
nice.
I've never come on my own face.
You never have?
No.
Dude, I was getting jerked off for a very long time. It wasn't my first hand job ever, but I think it was like a first one with like this particular girl, and it was a similar thing where it was taking like so long, and she didn't want to suck me or like fuck. So I was just like, well, you know what? This is what you want to do. Fine, I'll let you fucking.
You're a
And she just keeps
feminist.
beating me off, and and it just like shot in my eye, actually, right into my fucking eye. I have a curved up dick. I guess, do you as well, or
No, it's actually it's curved down.
curved down?
Yeah,
So it's
into
like a
my own
reverse-
asshole. Yeah. When I get a boner,
loop back.
when I get a boner, I just have sex with my ass.
I had a dream. I had a dream once that I could do that.
That you could do that?
That I could stick my dick, but then also like thrust and somehow fuck my own ass while thrusting. And I remember in the dream being like, why haven't I been beating off like this the whole time?
Oh, by the way, this is sponsored by Stamps.com.
Stamps.com,
It's
dude.
for, what is it?
No, we're
GaySexualMen.com?
doing a different one each
Okay.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What's the sponsor?
I don't know. Fuck. In my head, I was like, we're gonna write a sketch. We're gonna do a
That's
sketch.
right.
We're gonna
We're
do
gonna
like
do
a
work.
funny commercial sketch in the break every time. But then that just turned into me editing in like the audio from some anti-gay PSA I found from the 50s.
Can we talk about, like,
Yes, let's
who
get into it.
realistically
First of all,
is going to listen to this? Okay, there's probably some
85
psycho,
million downloads.
85
Okay,
million, dude.
but like realistically,
30
there's probably
million
some psycho
subscribers.
bulldog heads
Look,
online.
I
that
have
will
I
listen.
have I have
Just like
sure.
psychos in
I have
basements somewhere.
20,000. I have 20,000 Twitter followers combined with the three of us. That's 20,500 Twitter followers.
Yeah, it's true.
Flexing on us, bitch.
Yeah,
yeah,
Flexing
dude.
on us
Yeah,
on
It's
Twitter.
the only thing I have. I'm sorry. We're in Stav's
Dude,
office.
in
by the way.
4,000
right.
more,
Stav's
you're gonna
fancy
be
office.
at Brandon's level.
I'm gonna be at Brandon's level. Brandon
How's it
Wardell,
feel? Our boy.
who's extended his trip in New York.
I
and
like
is now
I
here.
like when Brandon's here because it's like you just see him when he's here. Imagine like his life is just a fucking. He just gets fucked up and just doesn't have to have any kind of responsibility. And like I can hang with that for a couple weeks, but then I have to like go to work and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was fun. And it's still fun. Like the Yankees game and just getting fucked up and shit. But boy, I don't want to fucking do it all the time. Like getting so.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he extended his trip 4 more days, and
Huh.
it's been tight.
It's been cool. He's not gonna listen to this.
He might. He probably will.
No,
He
won't.
probably will, dude. He Googles his own name, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That
he does.
includes
He is-
audio.
He is a rampant name searcher. He was telling me about that.
I love to name search.
He was like, I was searching my name on Twitter and I saw these girls criticizing me. Don't do that, dude.
Yeah,
That's honestly,
I love.
I haven't attained any modicum of success, but if I do, if people are saying mean things about me on the internet, like comics get so mad about that.
Yeah, they
and
really
that's something
do.
that really would not bother me at all.
It's really inevitable. I mean,
Yeah.
as soon as you do anything that anyone could pay attention to,
Right.
you'll get maybe like for every like 10 people that are like, "Hey, yeah, this is pretty good. Good job." You have someone's like, "Here's your address. Here's a picture of your house. I'm coming there now. I'm gonna fuck you." You know.
I mean, like everyone's seen like YouTube comments. Like
Yeah.
it turns into Nazi like within 5
Yeah.
comments. It could be any video.
well, that's
Yeah,
the
but
base level on YouTube. YouTube's somehow worse than the rest of the internet, and I feel
Why?
like I don't know. I don't know what it is,
It's
but like
the most used like
there's no
streaming.
Yeah. There's like none of the like social justice, like we shouldn't be mean to people attitude on YouTube. It's one of my
That's such a
favorite
good
comments.
point,
I was
yeah.
watching that whichever the last Taylor Swift big single was, "Shake It Off."
Yeah,
I think I was watching that on YouTube when it came out.
Yeah.
And one of the top comments was from an account named James Bond, and it was like all N-words should die. You know?
Oh my! What?
Yeah.
Well, that is a line from the original Ian
Yeah,
Fleming.
yeah. It's Doctor No. It is,
Doctor No Black
yeah,
People.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was just quoting Taylor Swift lyrics. That's the chorus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that is.
Well, I just love that it was a top comment.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
it's
that he got
because-
enough upvotes. People were like, "Thanks, James Bond, for helping, keep things on track here on the Taylor Swift page."
That's a good point. Why aren't more motherfucking SJ dubs in the YouTube?
Because they lost that war. That's
They
like
lost YouTube
Yeah.
years ago.
that's the Detroit of the internet is YouTube.
They are growing kale in burned out houses.
yeah.
On YouTube. If you check down there in the rubble.
Oh yeah, it's in there, bitch.
Yeah. Do you guys have YouTube series that you watch? No.
No.
Yeah. See, that's why. It's because half of YouTube is like
Is-
kids from Muslim countries. It's like kids from like
Wiping their own ass
Saudi Arabia. No.
with their hand.
Watching breastfeeding videos or like breast exam videos and be like, "I love to watch her touch the breast, please," in the comments. And then the other half is just, racist.
I was talking with Brandon actually last night at my apartment about my favorite Twitter account, which has been inactive since 2012.
What is it?
Best porn comments.
Oh hell
It's
yeah!
the absolute best. Do you remember that?
No.
it's just like this dude just takes comments from like, porn sites online, and then like
Gets the really good shit.
yeah.
Well, there was the account where
I came to jack my dick. Like it's just.
I collect those. I go on ChatterBait and I screen cap like things people write to the cam girls.
ChatterBait is like cam girl.
Yeah, it's like people take off their clothes and masturbate on camera, and you
I
can jack
love
off
it.
to them.
That's
And-
cool.
which is like already sad enough to do. I mean, it's like a step beyond just looking at porn for me. Is that I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna jack off to
You
this-
want to know it's a real person.
yeah, this
You want to feel the fucking desperation
Yeah.
and the
this
fucking
woman that
Yeah.
got fired from Barnes and Noble in Colorado, so now I'm watching her masturbate on camera. She's not even half of them are like lesbians too, which is like it feels even worse because I've never
yeah.
been into like lesbian porn, but especially when I know it's like actually somebody
Really?
that's a lesbian, and it's like you don't want me beating off to you.
Oh,
You don't want anyone
really
beating
don't.
off
But
to you.
you know what? My friend lived in like the Bay Area, and all his friends were punks. And
Yeah.
like they all started different fetish sites. Like one of them was a hair fetish site,
Yeah.
and all these gay women were doing these like like really hairy vagina porns, and like their primary like population that was like buying it was like dads in the Midwest.
Huh.
So it was like a really interesting cross section.
Oh gosh, love that big hairy bush. Gosh,
Yeah.
oh don't you know?
Yeah, it's huge.
Huge.
Reminds me of the Twin
That's-
Cities.
I'm making a lot of dairy out of my dick. I love cheese and whoa honk.
They had that map also of like the #1 porn search per state.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh
see
yeah.
that?
No.
What was where?
I don't
Do you have
remember.
anything?
Lesbian, I think, was #1.
Oh yeah, no. In Iran, it was Iran's
Gay sex or
#1 porn search term was hotel businessman.
What? Wait, are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious. Hotel businessman.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, man. It's weird. It's like
It's just a
incredibly
guy.
regressive like culture.
What do you even get?
What,
I'm
that's
with
what comes out. It's like these horny 14-year-old, Persian boys that are like, "Hotel, can I see please, man, in hotel business to
Is it
come?"
just a guy in a suit in a hotel jacking off, or does he have sex
Probably.
with a woman?
I mean, maybe he has sex with a woman. Who
It'd be
knows?
so funny if it was
But
just a guy.
I would
in a
love to look
business
it
suit.
up.
He takes his suit off, he jerks off, and he leaves.
Big ups to Iran for having the most exciting
Damn,
thing.
I
But
wanna
Yo,
see- I
and
wanna
that
do a
nuclear
search.
deal, Iran, we're counting on you. We trust you. You're gonna hold it down, dude. You're not gonna be bad for
you're not going to
15
make
years.
bombs. You're going
You're
to
good
make
boys.
cool nuclear reactors.
And we know you're gonna listen to President Trump. So like,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Shouts out to Iran.
It was just business suit. What is it?
a hotel businessman. But back to ChatterBait,
Oh, yeah.
I screen capped the shit people write to the porn girls, and one of them was this guy he wrote. Go shawty, it's your birthday. And the girl was born in like 1995.
Yeah, yeah.
So she
She was like,
it's like
12.
6
She was-
when that song came out.
This song was like
fucking
2003.
Go short. But even if she wasn't, like, what? That's your reference is, hey, cool. Hey, YOLO. Hey, YOLO masturbating.
She wakes up in the morning, checks her phone. Oh my god, I forgot it was my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on cam. I'm gonna take my clothes off. I'm gonna finger my asshole.
Sounds good. I would beat off on cam like if my dick was nice.
Dude, you could make. Look at how many Instagram followers you have on that gay
That's
shit.
true.
You
It's
could
not
totally,
a gay account for the.
Stavron's a homosexual
no,
fetish.
no,
you know?
no.
Gay.
It's
a
plus
gay.
size erotic male.
Yeah, it's comedy.
Model.
Wink, wink.
It's
It's,
comedy.
yeah.
It's
hilarious.
comedy.
It's
Yeah.
real.
CUM.
It's real funny.
It is really funny. I'm nude in
Yeah.
almost every picture, and I do have at least 250 just gay men who love fat guys
Yeah.
following me. But my
Well,
dick's not like.
I get a lot. I used to just hashtag like anything I would put on Instagram with hashtag gayboy, hashtag instagay, because you automatically get like an additional 50 likes.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm doing that for every single one.
yeah. But then,
Instagay.
I get all these followers or these guys. Like every picture that they don't put on clothes. Every picture is them in like a speedo, like
Nice.
on vacation.
Sounds great.
That's a big part of being
Insta-gay?
gay is being on vacation.
Yeah,
constantly.
'cause
They
you don't
go
have
on
kids.
vacation
Yeah.
all the time.
they're like Brandon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, being gay.
They're
is
like
the-
Brandon with a better body.
I used to be gay.
Did
How
you?
was it?
Not like did sex with men, but like I just see pictures of myself at like 8, and I'm like, that kid's gay.
Oh, I was gay in the like
Yeah.
good at computers sense.
Oh no, I was like the theater, like
Oh, really?
fingers. Yeah. I was a performer.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
So
then
you didn't kiss any boys?
I didn't. I kind of still liked girls, but I was still a fag.
Dude, I have one of the gayest childhood memories. I was such a fucking whenever someone I feel like all little kids, when you tell them specifically not to do something,
Yeah.
they just want to do the fucking want to do the exact opposite. And it was my parents had the don't show your privates to a stranger conversation in that phase.
Yeah. Continue your thing.
And I was hanging out with like this kid, the next door kid. I think his name was like, who gives a fuck? He was my neighbor in Baltimore when I was growing up, and I asked to see his dick when I was like 6 years old.
Oh no, mine was different.
I was like, so do you want to show each other our privates? And he was like, no, thank you. Thank God that kid wasn't like some weird. I would have been gay from that point. I would have gotten.
See, but that's just your memory contorting what actually happened.
Yeah,
it was actually a 30-year-old man.
Yeah, and I sucked his
and that's
dick.
why you have that Instagram account.
And that's
why.
when I was a kid, like, okay, so first of all, I didn't mean gay like in the sex way, but like,
Sure.
there was like, I was at a birthday party and like they had Belle from Beauty and the Beast there, and I like stood up like in the middle of her like presentation for the kids, and I was just like, well, if you're really Belle, where's the Beast? You know, like I was
said
just
it like that, too?
I was like sassy. Yeah,
I think
and,
everybody does like stuff that's because you're a little boy, so you
Right.
don't have like all the rules of masculinity
Yeah,
drilled
yeah,
into
right.
you by the oppressive patriarchy.
by the patriarchy, it's true.
But I remember when I was like 6 or 7, maybe I was like 8 or 9. I thought like Nathan Lane was my favorite actor, and then I found out he was
Iago.
gay. I found
Yeah.
out he was gay, and he wasn't Iago. Gilbert Gottfried was
Godfrey.
Iago.
Wait, who is Nathan?
Timon
Lane?
and what if
He was
Timon
one
or
of
Pumbaa?
yeah.
Timon. He was
That's
Timon.
probably why
Pumbaa,
he
he
was
was
my favorite
Pumbaa.
actor.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the one
From
oh,
Lion
he's
King.
like the voice from Lion
The
King.
wise guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The funny.
So, and then I remember finding out he was gay and being like sad,
Dude,
when I
have a very
He'll never
similar
have
story.
kids.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember.
he's
never gonna have babies.
He's broken.
Dude, I was such a fan of the Rosie O'Donnell show.
The talk show?
The talk
With
show.
the koosh balls?
The koosh balls.
Did you
dude.
throw the
I would
koosh
watch
balls?
that shit every day after school when I was like 7.
You're
And
a
I remember-
lesbian, dude.
And I
That means
remember,
you're a lesbian.
and my mom was like, Rosie O'Donnell's gay. And I was like, no, she isn't. And then when I found out, I prayed for her. Like, I was also religious, and I prayed she would, like, not go to hell. I was so bummed out.
Yo, the other thing about the penis thing you were saying, like, my parents used to have dinner parties and like put me and my cousin to sleep, and we'd just run down like 10 minutes later where we'd like pull our pants down and just hold our like tiny little boy penises and like run around and say penis party, penis party, penis
Really?
party. Yeah, and like the adults would all die of laughter. We knew it was like an
Yeah.
A1
Except
bit.
like the one adult there who
That
was
was
a
like,
pedophile,
"Woo."
and he was just sweating bullets.
Yeah.
And just like, Mom, please make them stop.
Please go tuck Adam and his friend in if you'd like.
Go to bed. No,
That is a good bit.
we thought that was great. That was
Yeah,
an
my
A1
cousin
bit.
would do that when he was a little kid. He would like get his dick hard and then complain that it hurt. When he was like 5, he used to run around. He's like, "My dick hurts. It's too hard. My dick hurts."
Oh, let me get that for you, son.
I didn't know what an erection was, and I had a boner popping out of my boxer shorts when I was a little kid, and my dad looked at it, and he goes to my mom. He's like, "Joanne, he has an erection. Like, come here right now." And I was like, I don't even know what that is. My
What
penis
was she
just-
supposed to do?
She's supposed to hit it.
She should-
Put it away.
Why is that the mom's job? That's the dad's job.
She jerks you off to completion, right?
Yeah, that would be gay. If my
Happy
dad-
Mother's Day to all the single moms out there who have to bat away their sons' erections.
Put on yellow
Do you guys get
dishwashing
walked
gloves.
in on jerking?
Yes, but I had one time I like deadbolted the apartment.
They couldn't come into their home.
Well, yeah. I was like a latchkey kid, so like my mom wouldn't get home till like 7. So I had, in between 10 and like 13, it was like, okay, well I get home at 2:45, and then I masturbate until 6:59 p.m. and then my mom comes home. And then there was, but you know, it was occasionally she would come home early or something, and there was like one afternoon where I just had like everything out, like the whole like setup. I think I had like a back massager I was like using to jack my dick off with.
Rubbing your balls with it while you beat off.
yeah. I got like
vibrating your taint.
Yeah, I was just calling her shove her rosary beads in my ass. It's like, just a second, and she's like, the door is dead bolted, so she's like screaming through the whole, like, what are you doing in there? Why can't you open the door now? It's like a small apartment, so there's no way I'd be like, oh, I have to walk all the way through, and I'm like dropping shit. It was like banging against something, the vibrator, or like the back massager. It's like hitting the bed frame. It's like, yeah, that was embarrassing, but never walked in on completely.
My mom walked in on me, and she saw it, and then she goes, it's very late. You should go to bed. And then she started laughing and left.
Really?
It was the worst.
She like looked at your dick.
I don't know if she saw. I was just like,
she licked her lips.
I like turned around and I was like, oh, my ass was.
Dude, no, I got walked in on like 3 weeks ago.
By your mom?
My grandmother. I was just
as
like,
a man.
Huh?
As a man, dude.
As a fucking 27-year-old man right now. I was home for Easter, and my grandmother like never leaves her room, and I'm just beating off with the door open. Or no, the door is closed, but she never leaves her room, and she just like completely uncharacteristically barges in to give me like Easter money. She's got like, I'm just like
$10
straight up cranking my hog. There is no doubt. It was
just leave it on the table.
There was no. She's like, I'll come back later.
No. Put the money down. Put the money down.
I am just beating off, dude. Like a computer. You can hear the porn.
That's
She's
great.
Like, yeah, dude.
I had a friend growing up who was like Venezuelan, and they were like weird. His family's Venezuelan, and he's like, yeah, my dad taught me how to masturbate. Like his dad like instructed him how to do it, and he would like buy porn for him and shit.
That's
and
nice.
so his family was like very sexually progressive. They just accepted that their son had to masturbate, and like he would just leave the door to his the computer room open. And it wasn't like a big house or anything. It was like there was the kitchen and then the stairs and then like the room where they had their computer. And you have the door wide open, and his mom like would just be walking by, and he would just be like masturbating. And we'd come over, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, he's upstairs." And we'd go up there, and be like, "Hey guys," and it's like dick out, just beating off. And that's a part of their culture.
Venezuela, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true. Julio, what's his name?
Well,
Chavez?
the Germans,
Chavez,
the
Beats
Germans
off.
brought it over after they
Escaped.
Well, were welcomed with open arms into South
I mean,
America.
they was greeted as liberators.
Yeah, they were immediately, they had a ticker tape parade for all the Nazis that quote unquote escaped to South. I saw remember with the Not My Abuela thing when Hillary was like, 10 ways Hillary's like your abuela. There was like an article that they put out where
That's hot.
Yeah, it was trying to like appeal to. And then some girl wrote a thing that was like, because Not My Abuela blew up, like all these Latinas or whatever. Latin X, which is what I see online, which is like
it's like the TEDx.
It's the
really?
TEDx of being Hispanic. It's if you're not really Hispanic, but
you want to just do your own.
Yeah,
Hispanic thing,
you want to do a video. Yeah. So they were like complaining. There was one girl that wrote a thing, and she was like a white Hispanic girl from Argentina, and it was like. It's actually, considering the history of like colonialism and imperialism in America, for you to say you're my abuela in such like a culturally appropriate way, and it's like
you're German.
You're a white. Well, you're not even German. Argentinians are like racist.
Italian.
Yeah. Well, you're like a Spaniard. You're a fucking Spaniard.
Right.
So you're no different from an American white person.
Right.
But on top of that. Your country was like, we think the Nazis are pretty good.
Yeah. Come on down.
Yeah.
They
I
have a
love
lot
there's
of Jews there. I dated one.
What, an Argentinian Jew?
Yeah.
You showed me that guy. What's the guy in the
Herman or something. His name was like Herman. Yeah. He just was a fucking Hitler's dream. He was 6'8", blonde hair, blue eye.
He's on the basketball team.
The Uruguayan team too. Diego Forlan, like blue-eyed, blonde.
We have to take a quick break. I think so.
Manu Ginobili's grandfather was actually Himmler. Heinrich Himmler.
Is Himmler? Which one was the good one? The Desert Fox, right? He
Oh
was
yeah,
Rommel.
that was Rommel, dude.
Rommel was
everyone's
the good one.
favorite Nazi, the
Yeah.
tightest Nazi.
What'd he do?
Yeah.
He was sick at fighting.
He just hated. He wasn't. He
He
just
chased the British army with a small tank battalion across North Africa.
Yeah, he was like the only guy that Patton respected.
Really?
Yeah, is Ernst Rommel?
Yeah, he made them go so fast because they would like push up dust. So like the armies like far away would see the dust and be like, "Oh, it's a ton of people coming." And it was like just him and like just being a psycho. And then he tried to assassinate Hitler. And
So this guy was cool.
He was.
they
he
made
was
a
like
movie about it called
he was like a
Valkyrie.
Oh, he was
career.
the Valkyrie guy.
Yeah, he was
Gotcha.
like a career, soldier.
he was a
And-
queer soldier. He was
yeah,
queer.
He was a queer soldier.
He was trans.
He was
yeah.
LGBTQ, RST.
I mean,
type
he
R.
was a Nazi for part of his life.
That's true.
Yeah.
But all the
Break.
good Nazis we got after the war through Operation Paperclip. That's
Yeah,
how-
to do science
to
for
do
us.
science. Yeah, you know what's funny about it was Operation Paperclip.
I
Right?
think so.
So
yeah.
initially,
Which
the way,
it was named after the Microsoft help.
Yeah, it was.
it was Clippy.
It was
Clipping, yeah.
so initially they were like no SS guys. They're like we're only going to take like here scientists or like just German scientists. Nobody actually affiliated with the Nazi Party. And then it was a bit like the Russians and the Americans splitting up all these Nazi scientists after the war. And then they realized like okay, well all the best scientists were affiliated with the Nazi Party. So they're like let's just take the Nazis.
Yeah.
And then fucking what's his name?
The
guy
Jet
that invented-
Propulsion Laboratory
Yeah.
guy.
Werner von Braun.
Yeah.
Werner von Braun
Great
is
name.
buried in Arlington. There's like pictures of him and like John F. Kennedy. They were like friends, and he was just a Nazi.
Yeah.
He was like an actual Nazi that
Yeah.
invented rockets to kill Americans.
Nice, man.
But he got us to the moon.
He
So
got
now
us to
he's-
the moon.
Now he's the hero of the movie October Sky, which is
A Nazi movie.
a Nazi movie.
Good old
It's
Werner.
Nazi propaganda. We're gonna take
Werner
a
Herzog.
5-minute
gotta
break
pee.
and then
Yeah.
come
I
back.
gotta fuck ass.
Welcome to the 90s, and welcome to a way to explore new horizons.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's
it
bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
Or what would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
Vern, hurry up, Vern. Put this in here and that in there and that in there and this and over here. I want you to come down and help me eat this Double's Pizza. Vern, Double's Pizza is made fresh every day. Fresh crust, fresh baked, fresh toppings. And when it comes to toppings, Vern, Double's has got it all. Am I talking too fast for you, Vern? You're right, Vern. Save the pizza. I can always grow new legs.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cumtown. Nick, our host, is actually still in the bathroom, so I'm going to intro. We've got a very special guest here. We're speaking about. We have two very special guests. I'm sorry. Wow, what an honor! I didn't even realize she was going to be here. Two very special guests. The first is a comedian. Nick knows very well. He had him on. It was he booked him, and we have Seth Cockfield here with us.
Oh, that's actually Seth Dickfield.
I'm sorry, Seth
Seth
Dickfield.
Cockfield is a different guy.
Oh, okay, I see. You're a different. I'm sorry.
And there's no relation between the two of us. It's any similarities is a complete coincidence. For
My mistake,
all
Seth.
legal purposes, you can't say that this is just a cruel impression of a guy I'm not particularly friends with.
Seth Dickfield. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We have Seth Dickfield here with us.
Oh boy, here I am.
Seth Dickfield did not the guy, the Jew from Family Guy. We also have here a very respected blogger, Lindsay East.
Lindsay Eats, everybody. I have been a fan of yours forever. hopefully you know how to speak.
Oh.
Okay, well,
More
I don't think you're going to be able
on-
to sustain that for 30 minutes.
More Jabba da Cuckoo on Solo.
Oh no, Lindsay had to leave. They were
She had to get out of here.
Oh no, see ya, Lindsay.
Oh, good, Adam's back.
Adam's
What's
back.
up, yo?
Hey,
Did
Adam's
you guys
back.
see? Was that Jabba the Hutt?
I don't think so. I don't think it was.
Oh, it's Lindy West. Oh, okay. All right.
Lindy West.
Well, I'm so glad to be here so we can talk about
Seth Dickfield.
about
Seth
Dude, I
Seth
didn't
Dick-
You know
even
Seth?
come in. Yo, Seth Dickfield and I go back.
Oh
He used
wow.
to
All the way.
he used to protest outside my synagogue when I was growing up.
Oh yeah.
They're not Jewish enough.
Neither is Seth Dickfield.
I'm not Jewish at all. I just talk like this for some reason.
Well, Seth, I'm sorry, Adam. Please stop. interrupting our
I've been
guest.
circumcised 3 times. My foreskin keeps growing back. I keep having
You know
to get
that's
it
a real
removed.
My neighbor got
Yeah, I know it's a real thing. It happened to me.
What?
I had my dick completely cut off once I learned about feminism in 2013, and I became woke, as it were. I said cut it off. I don't even want to be associated with these rapists out here. I want my dick removed.
That's so progressive of you, Seth.
Yeah,
now,
you know.
You
Where
wanted.
did- what happened to your dick? Where'd it go?
I mailed it to the Republicans. I said, pal, you can go ahead and keep it.
That ought to show him.
You can go ahead. You can put this with Andrew Jackson and the rest of your dirty money.
Your move, Republicans.
I paid for it with the new Harriet Tubman 20s, the dick removal surgery.
Wow, that's incredible.
Thank you.
That's great, Seth. And I understand. It's crazy how long Nick's taking in the bathroom, but I understand that you had
I hope
something.
I hope he's getting beat up by a trans person in there.
Oh yeah, that's what you want.
That's what I want. I want all the bathrooms to be filled with trans people, and they're
Yeah.
all free, and you don't have to tip.
Great. Well, that's good to know, Seth. And you want them to commit acts of violence against cis white men? Is that correct?
Absolutely. I think that's the only way to restore justice is if how about we start lynching these straight white
Lynching?
guys out here.
What do
Lynching's
you
a little
consider
extreme.
yourself to be? What
I
do you
a
identify
hero.
as?
I consider myself a hero.
You
But if you're
identify
talking
as
about
your
my
gender
identity,
identity?
I love girls. What can I say? I love them. Oh, I want to kiss them and hug them and take them out on dates.
What are your pronouns, Seth?
Seth is he, him, her, he, him, she, her,
all of
she,
them.
him, they,
yeah.
him, her,
Sort
they,
of a
fee.
mixed bag.
So yeah, whichever
Yeah.
whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Which
How do you-
here's what I do: is I go into the movie theater and I say, "Do you have a military discount?" And if they ask for the ID, I say, "Never mind." So I guess that's what my identity is.
Wow, I see. That is a very intricate gender construct there, Seth. But you mentioned the movies. Let's get right into it, Adam. We're not just
Yeah.
here to gab with Seth.
Oh, Seth's a big film nut, right?
You're a big film buff.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I am.
What's your favorite movie there, Seth?
Feminist Ghostbusters, hands down. It's not even out yet. I'm
you
so
seen it?
excited about it. No, I mean it doesn't come out till this summer.
How do you know it's your favorite movie?
Well, because I've been blogging about, I've been talking about it for wow. Let's see, when did they announce it? 7.5 years ago.
I think so, yeah.
I've been talking about this movie that's going to change everything. We're going to get. I mean, I used to like Hillary, and then I found out that it's cooler to like Bernie. So that's
Okay.
that's who I support now. But
Okay.
feminist Ghostbusters all the way.
Great.
I think we should remake every movie, but with girls.
Gales, huh?
They should make a
what are
girl
your
version.
favorite? What are your top 5
Girl
movies that they should
Titanic.
do? Girl Titanic.
Girl Babe 2 Pig in the City. Girl Sex in the City. Girl HBO's Girls.
So you don't think there are enough women in HBO's Girls?
There should be, how many are there? There's 4? There should be 72.
What
and then
about-
it sends a message. What's that?
to the terrorists.
To the terrorists.
Well, none of them are virgins.
What
though,
about
so.
Girl Gary, Girl Ross?
That would be my favorite movie.
Girl Gary,
Make
Girl
that.
Ross?
I think David Mamet should be sent to prison for using cuss words.
You know what I call him, Seth?
For using such a...
Using cuss words, huh?
You know what I call David Mamet? David Manet, because he doesn't use
that's
Who is
women.
right.
it? Is
He
that
doesn't
Zosia
put-
Mamet's father?
Yes,
who that
that's
is?
how I.
That's
That's the best. That's how I would describe him.
Yo, did you guys hear Eric Trump's dad is running for president?
I'm sorry, I don't know Eric Trump. Are you talking about what was their fucking name? Ivanka?
Ivanka?
Okay,
Oh,
well,
I wanna fuck
I
Ivanka
have to
so
go,
bad.
everybody. I'm
Seth,
late.
no,
I'm
Seth.
late for an impromptu bris.
Would you fuck Ivanka?
I don't. I would never fuck any woman. You know, I mean, I would respect a woman's vagina with my semi-erect penis, but I would never.
Chopped off.
I would never.
Yeah.
You chopped
What
your
do you
cock
do
off,
now?
Seth.
How do you have
Dickfield?
sex now that you don't have a penis?
I just
You've had so many
complain into the
circumcisions.
hole, and I listen to the sound of my own voice echoing back out until
Sort
I
of like a
come.
shell.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like listening to the ocean.
Well, Seth, so oh, is that Nick? Nick,
Oh.
are you back already?
Oh, here I am.
Oh, so you just missed Seth.
Oh, I missed Seth.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Me and him
dude.
are best friends.
Yeah, Seth
Yo, Seth's cousin's here though.
Dickfield. Oh no, is he?
Who's Seth's cousin?
Dickfield.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
What's up, gang? It's me, Dick. I just want to give a shout out to all the POCs out there. All my woke mutuals.
You think it's not fair that you can't say the N word? I can't even hear the N word. Okay. I
Well,
really hope no one listens.
The
To this.
Dickfields are all gone. It looks like.
Yeah.
to have
So
'em.
what do we have on here else? I just wrote down some news items. The Yellowstone bison. You see that story?
No, I did
All
not.
right, so there's like a bison calf in Yellowstone Park, and these people like saw it and they thought it looked cold, so they put it in their car and drove it to a ranger station to like save it. And the rangers are like, "Yeah, it's fine. I don't know why you
Oh
did
my
this."
God.
And then they tried to bring the bison back, but it already like smelled like asshole, you know, from being in that Subaru. I'm assuming.
Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so-
a safe guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Subaru hatchback.
So like the mom bison or whatever rejected it, and then they had to just like kill
Mom Bison, M Bison.
M bison.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to kill it. They had to put
The
it down.
M Bison. Yeah.
Oh my god, I bet it was delicious.
My
What's your
roommate
take?
took a squirrel into our apartment the other day
Why?
because she said it was a baby.
So, what? It doesn't have parents?
She said it's a
She
baby.
took it out of its nest.
I was like, you can't take any type of baby
Yeah.
into our apartment. She's like, it didn't have a mom and dad. I was like, well, how do you know? And then apparently she actually did the right thing. She sent it back to animal rehabilitation. Okay, that was
Oh,
boring.
really?
But yeah.
Nice.
Top 5 animals. Stop. Go.
Rhinoceros.
Hell yeah, dude. You know their
fucking-
horn? Not ivory. It's actually keratin. It's a unique animal among the others.
That's what you straighten hair with?
Well, yeah, it's what hair's made out of.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
damn.
So rhinoceros's horn is like a big fingernail on their fucking their head.
That's
And
hot.
humans can actually grow them. Humans can have like if you there's like it's a rare thing, and it oddly affects Chinese people more than anyone else.
Oh.
But
Here you go, spinning your conspiracy theories.
I'm pretty. You know what? I got offered an apartment outside of Chinatown. I might take it because it's
Oh, yeah?
$200 cheaper than my current place.
should.
What?
But-
Where?
Where?
Oh,
Bed-Stuy.
yeah,
Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy. Yeah, we'll be
Bed-Stuy?
neighbors
Ah.
on Gates.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
want to do it, but it's
Brooklyn
like,
boys.
Damn
Yo,
it.
come through, dude.
yeah, dude, you got to move
Astoria,
to Brooklyn.
bitch. I'm an Astoria boy, and I
Yeah,
love to
do you
fuck.
even? How often do you speak Greek? That's the only benefit of living there. is that
Every
you get
time I
to-
order a Yiddo, I speak Greek.
Okay, so once a day.
Yeah, twice a day. Yeah. So yeah, I use it a lot. Actually, I use my Greek a lot.
Yo, Zorba, give me a fucking sandwich.
You want to speak a little Greek for the podcast?
Yeah, what do you want me to
listeners?
say?
Top 5 animals in Greek. Go.
In Greek, Lodari. Lion.
What is that?
Lion.
Pretty
Lion?
good. Lions are tight.
Isn't it Leonidas?
Yeah, it's Michael Dukakis. That's my third animal.
That was my dad's joke when I told him he'd never heard the term plot synopsis before. When I was explaining the plot synopsis to a movie, he's like, "What the fuck is a plot?"
He's never heard the
synopsis?"
term plot synopsis.
No, he's like, it's just what it's about. That's the what happens in the movie. He would never say plot synopsis. So I said it to him one time. And he's like, that sounds like a Greek like film professor, like George plot synopsis.
plot synopsis actually does
Yeah,
sound
no,
pretty
but
good.
it's a very dad joke. But I was proud of him. For
It's a
that
good
one.
joke.
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
one. That's solid.
Yeah, that's good. I
Yeah.
give your dad props.
What else are some good? Yo, octopus. Octopodi.
Oh.
Isn't that already Greek? Is
Well, my parents
octopus?
are
You're
South
just saying it
African.
in a stupid way.
I could do Afrikaans. You want me to do some?
Yeah, let's do here's some Afrikaans.
It's just the N-word.
Yeah.
So here's this is how you
How
say.
fucking funny is it that white people went down there and they're like, we're inventing a language. It's called African. No, wait, it's our language, but it's called African.
It's a
For
Dutch.
the entire continent.
It's a Dutch, like it's a derivative of Dutch. So if you speak Afrikaans, you can understand Dutch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like a pidgin language
Yeah.
that the servants would speak.
Mm.
Okay, so this is I remember actually once my dad used to have this saying in Afrikaans when I was a kid, and he
Fish
said
grass on the field, play ball.
he said there was a lion. There was a lion.
Did your parents like sing the?
He
Circle
was
of
a
Life?
great warrior.
Wow, that's really good, dude.
Yeah, my dad used to say
Your
that.
dad used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Was your dad killed by his brother? He's
He
thrown
was
into a
killed
gorge,
by his
run over by
brother.
an antelope.
Yeah.
Get it, guys? That's a Lion King reference. I said it
the second
before.
one.
It fell flat, and then I made a
Remember we talked
reference to
about
the
Pumbaa?
movie.
All right, favorite song from Diz movie
Oh,
on
damn.
3, all of us.
Oh, fuck.
1,
I can't. I
2,
got nothing.
3.
That Gaston
Under
song.
the Sea.
Gaston song. Where
Gaston.
that guy's in love with Gaston. He's like, no one fucks like Gaston. No one looks like Gaston. No one can suck on my dick like Gaston.
Gaston was gay, right? Like,
Well, no, his
No, he's a
friend was.
misogynist.
Gaston is the hero of that movie. He's
He
like the
saved her
coolest
for
guy.
that beast.
Yeah, it's like a fucking monster.
I loved Gaston. Yeah, when
It's
I
a
was
monster. It's first of all, Gaston, for all of his flaws, is not some rich asshole
little. Right,
that
right,
lives in a
right.
castle. I also love that no one in that town was like, "Hey, didn't we have like a prince?
Yeah.
Didn't we have like a royal family that controlled everything? What happened to that prince that we had?" He just turned into a monster in the castle. We got to wrap it up because Stav's got to do a more important podcast. Biggest item, I know you guys have been waiting for it. I stopped by the Red Box today. There is a new Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Tony Hawk Pro Skater
shit.
5.
For what? Which system?
I don't know. I mean, I don't play
PS4?
video games anymore.
Dude,
wow.
that's good
that
to get me back
soundtrack.
in.
That soundtrack is
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
my favorite.
Misfits, AFI.
Goldfinger superhero gets me amped.
Yeah.
Yo.
Dead
The Mighty
Kennedys,
Mighty-
Police Truck.
Yeah.
That was probably my
Primus?
Yeah.
Race car driver.
Yeah.
I died 50,000 times to race car driver.
Yeah.
Just crashed.
Oh,
What?
you can't die in that movie in that game.
No,
Yeah,
but
you
I'd
die,
like,
dude.
I'd like,
That's what happens to the
you
skater.
You don't fucking land
Well,
a trick and your head
they
pops
had
off.
blood in the PlayStation version. They took it out of the Nintendo version because
Yep.
Nintendo
Nintendo's
was
a bunch
like gay about having violence. Which you guys have you ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so like Rare was like Nintendo's, like that was like their best developer or whatever. You make GoldenEye and like Donkey Kong
tight.
and all that shit. And they got tired of making like games for children. I don't remember the details. I'm probably
Right.
fucking it up.
Right,
but
right,
this is
right.
the way I tell the story, and I
Let's run
enjoy
with
it.
it.
Right? Yeah. So they had to make a platformer for Nintendo, and they chose like this character Conker, which was like a squirrel from the Diddy Kong racing game.
Yeah, and didn't he like fuck?
Yeah, the whole
shit?
game he's like, drunk and he's like fucking.
I want pussy.
Yeah, no, pretty much, dude. He's like,
That's so
yeah, one of the bad guys is like a giant pile of shit that's like, fuck you. So it's like cursing or whatever. And they released the game and like it got rave reviews, and then Nintendo like just sold the company after that. They were furious.
Because it was like adult.
Yeah, because then they want to make, I mean,
Yeah.
they still make the same shit.
What is did that guy make anything else? Do you know? The
What, that
Conker's guy?
company? Well, it was a whole company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark and all that shit. I know Microsoft bought the company. I don't know what they
tight.
did after that.
Yeah, I want to play Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah,
Wasn't that a game just about fucking the whole thing?
pretty much. There was another game for the Atari called Custer's Revenge, where you just played a naked General Custer. He just didn't have clothes on. And you had to like run through all these like Indians shooting arrows at you, and at the end of the level,
got to rape?
you got to rape. There's a
What?
There's a Native
Wait, are
American
you
woman.
fucking serious?
Yeah, there's a Native American woman tied up to a tree, and you rape her as General Custer.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the
How about that, Jezebel? About that game for you.
rape?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what you
rape
get.
her.
My old
But it's
friends-
revenge, dude. It's not like This isn't just some. This is General Custer who
Oh,
lost.
that's a good point. That's a
My
good
old
point.
friend Eric Tilden's mom named all the Pokemon.
Really?
I say old friend because he's mad at
What,
me.
now, so does
What
that
do you
mean
mean
she
name?
could name them?
No, she named all like the ones that are like.
She's like the cool mom.
Bulbasaur.
No, she was an executive at Nintendo, and like obviously Pikachu was like Japanese, but like all like Bulbasaur, yeah, that's one that she named. Like all the
Really?
English cognate ones are. Like,
Interesting.
Did she
Yeah.
name Mr. Mime the blackface one?
yeah, that was her. She had a meaner name for him in the first draft.
Yeah. N-word Larry.
It's from
Ash.
the Mark Twain novel, okay? It's from a book.
Huckleberry Chog Lips. And on that note, apologies to everybody. That's join us next week when our guest will be Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh yeah, he's a big fan. He
Yeah. He
DM'd
sent me
you,
a
didn't he?
message, and he actually said that we could use the N-word. He said, I give you.
Adam, you want to go first?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is the guy that's allowed to tell people.
He invented bat flipping. He's the scientist that invented bat flipping.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Hell yeah. All right, so we should end it. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for Cumtown.
Good luck. Stay safe. And make sure to use the right bathroom. Good night.
Well, what do you think? Should we do the kids?